Our Channel 5 News photographers can count on working in any conditions, rain or shine, and this week, no exception with those devastating floods across the valley. Here's photojournalist Sergio Puente with tonight's photographer's perspective.
June 20th, 2018. Major rains inundated parts of the Rio Grande Valley. The floodwaters surrounded our studio in Weslaco. We met at our bureau in McAllen for a morning meeting. Meteorologist Cecilia Gutierrez and I began our day in FAR. It's 11:23 a.m. We got a call from a woman who said floodwaters were creeping into her home. The trek there demanded for us to walk through flooded waters. We arrived at her home and began recording her story.
As you can see, the water came up all the way to over here. That's when we
Took us around showing us how high the water was inside her home. Her neighbor also told us they were fed up with vehicles driving around and pushing water inside their homes. Residents there were upset that the city never fixed the drainage issues in that area.
I told my son, I think it's time to sell the house and get out of here.
2:08 p.m. We had some spare time, so we got some video of a sandbag location in Alamo. When we arrived, our producer let us know we had to go live from the FAR neighborhood, so we drove back. 4:50 p.m. We arrived back on location and set up for our live shot. That means feeding and sending video back to the station. It's go time.
Yeah, guys, I'm standing on Eagley Drive.
We loaded the vehicle and drove towards Weslaco. 7:02 p.m. We stumbled across cattle on a flooded ranch. We spoke to a rancher who was out there saving his ponies.
Well, we had to pull them out and out of the flooding. Unfortunately, I have an area where I have elevated it up to about 3.5, feet, and we put, some of the ponies and some of the and a couple of the cattle is elevated.
Further down the road in Indian Hills, we find Borstar and Hidalgo County Precinct 1 assisting and rescuing families from the colonia.
Unfortunately, one of the irrigation canals nearby had a breach in its system.
Families were being warned about the waters potentially rising more. We rode along with Precinct 1 and they handed bottled water and gave rides to people in and out of the colonia. This is where we saw some of the worst flooding. At 10 p.m., we were live again, but this time from Indian Hills.
Yeah, light to moderate rainfall still falling here
all in a day's
Indian
work.
Hills. Now, this is
From my
already
photographer's
with
perspective,
18
I'm
inches
photojournalist
of rain
Sergio Puente,
in that
Channel 5
neighborhood.
News, Sunday at 10:30.
With a high